says hello. You twinkle above us, we twinkle below. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Life with the Wolfies Sunday Live. There we go. Let it just stop that right there. How's everybody doing? Let me pop out the chat, or not the chat. Oh, Bev, just lift that up a bit. All right, now let me pop out the participants. Betty Randall, Gene Phillips, and Joe Mama. Whitney Gibson. How's it going, everybody? Where am I here? Let me go back. Let me go back to the chat. Hey, Rosie Slade, Sherry Leach. Oh, I'm glad. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. Here, let me just kind of not do that. Do it this way. I'm exhausted. It's no. There's no denying that when we go anywhere and I have to sleep in the coach, especially when we're boondocking it, that it takes me a couple of days just to get used to it. And in this case, it's a couple of days and I'm coming home. And it's like, and I wasn't feeling well this weekend. Yes, I'm back home. I made sure I wanted to be home today for this time. Unless there was racing, even if there was races running today, we wouldn't know. We still would have been home for this because Howie's car is, taking a rest. It needs work. The transmission's slipping, and I forget what it was. He told me, is it something to do with little, I don't know, thingamajiggies in the piston thingies, right? So, hi, Seashell, Jackie Moppet, Jean Phillips, April Greer. How's everybody doing today? So, okay. Seriously, I was sitting here like this, but it's like soon as I said Sunday Public Live on the thing, I went, perk, got to see my babes. Well, you know what? I felt bad for Howie too, Chaos, but here's the thing. We are trying to live with our new motto, which is, it is what it is, right? When you got no control over something, then what's the use getting upset about it, right? Now, we're not perfect. Of course, we're going to get pissy and angry and sad, and I'm got a headache going on right now. But it doesn't change the fact that you're only agitating yourself if you get angry over things you have no control over. I mean, sure, it happens, but I mean, the less it happens, the happier you are. I posted Bubba's picture of his cast. I did you with his purple heart on it? I have not seen it yet. Okay. Is that on Connected Hearts? My signal was abysmal this weekend. It was I don't know how he was having chat conversations through Facebook and everything. I couldn't even get my mail to load. So, I mean, speaking of mail. Oh, yeah, of course we still have a lovely time. You get exactly, Joe Mama. This is the life of racing, right? Now, Howie he says he's pretty much made up his mind, but I'm going to give him some leeway that he's going to end this season here at Luskville with this weekend because he needs to fix the transmission needs to be rebuilt, or he needs a new one, and he needs to get those gadget things in the pistons fixed. So hey, Patricia Carson, how's it going? So I remind me to tell you what came in the mail. So yeah, I mean, these things happen and it is what it is, right? There's no sense getting upset over I mean, you might as well get pissed off that it was rained out today. It is what it is, right? You got no control over the weather, right? Hi, Angie Mac. How's it going? Yes, ma'am. In the comments under my post of him right after the casting. Okay, I will check it out. I will check it out. Shrouded in smoke and heat, praying for rain. Is this in BC, Angie? It's the whole process that Howie enjoys. Exactly. Exactly. And he may try and get to one race in September, but the whole point is, and this is where Jim was talking to him, like Howie had walked me over to the bathroom because there's no railings on those 3 steps, and I didn't bring my walking sticks. And I wasn't going to make that walk all the way over to the bathroom and up the steps without help. So we walked over and he was waiting outside for me, and I came, washed my hands, and I came out. And because it's harder for me to get in and out of the coach. So it's like, it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Hey, Cal Storm. Washington State. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Is there lots of fires going on, eh? So as we came out, remember I was teasing about Richard being, the only other man that I'm not allowed to argue with when he says that Howie's car needs something, right? So when I came out of the bathroom and Howie helped me down the steps, we saw, did I say Richard? We saw Jim walking towards us. And Jim says, Howie, we got to talk about your car. And I went, I'll see you back at the coach. You know why? Because I recognized the look and Jim's face that, this was not going to necessarily be the greatest of news. And I didn't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable having this conversation. So I left them to it, right? Hey, Sherry. Anyway, Seychelles, aloha. So it turns out Jim thinks, that maybe because, some racers will just throw any fix into a car to get to the next race. But Howie just has, that engine just had spent the whole winter being redone. It's a brand new engine. And you don't want to patch a brand new engine with, bubble gum and baling twine. You know what I mean? So I pulled Howie's cards on it, and I pulled them, and it said, you need to concentrate on what needs aligning or something like that. And the other one was pause and think about this. But I didn't say anything to him until he came to me and said, Jim thinks I should. Right? And I went, yeah, that's a really good idea. And then, but after, he went out to talk or to cook something, and I pulled his cards. And when he came back in, I said, you want to know what the cards got to say? And he said, yeah. And I said, and I had just put them down on top of the deck. After I pulled them, I went, okay, if he wants to know, he wants to know, right? Nope, look after it from the start, saves money in the long run. Well, that's true. I mean, why would you? It would be like, having a brand new car, right? And blowing a tire and driving around on the donut as good as new. That's not going to work. It may work in the short term, but it's not going to add to the overall health of his racing, right? Bev, can I post a link here for canning lids? 69 cents for 24 boxes of 12 lids with $11 shipping. They are Golden Harvest lids. Give it to Seashell. Give it to Seashell, Joe, because, hang on a second. Go out and come back in, Joe. You're a moderator. That means you can post a link. Yes, thank you for asking. So that was, and I know how he's going to waffle because it's in his blood now, right? And I said to him, honey, it's not like we're packing it in. We're just making sure that what little money we have that's going to be spent on racing actually makes it to next season. If you just do quick fixes and drive it with a slipping transmission, you could blow everything up and then we can't afford next season at all. So maybe you should put your racing money for the rest of this season towards getting the car fixed so that next season it's all good, There you go, Joe Mama. Just copy and paste now the link. So, I know he's going to have a hard time. It's almost an addiction. Quick fixes never work in racing. Absolutely not, Jane. You're absolutely right. And I got to show you. This is what greeted me sitting beautifully on the ground like it had just dropped there the day before. This is a Manitoba tomato. Look at the size of that. That's a Manitoba tomato, and they're gloriously delicious. They've got the nice acidic bite of the original tomatoes. Hey, Michelle Maria. Hi, how are you, darling? Isn't that gorgeous? We're having spaghetti for supper, but I think I'm going to make Howie BLTs for breakfast because he's done most of the cooking. Well, not true. I did cook a couple of things. I made him lunch, and then I made sausages and corn on the cob and baked potatoes with sour cream. So, but I saw a few more. So, and oh my gosh, my garden is coming in because last beans I picked was on Wednesday, and I came home and the beans are like, pick me, you know what I mean? Because they're like, okay, I bet you I get a half a 5-gallon pail easy. So I'm having taters and bacon and eggs with tortillas. We're having spaghetti. Hi, Roberta. How are you? And Lena K. Oh, I know. I'm having a hard time not just biting into it right here, right now. Do you want to know what else came in the mail? This is going to be, I'm telling you though, because this is going to be on our half-acre homestead, because whenever I do a promotion or a giveaway, it's for the biggest channel, right? Until this channel hits into the 10,000 mark, then nobody's going to want to talk to me, right? But we have Play No Pause, tummy treats, hemp treats, and I'm going to be showcasing two different draws. Two different videos with two different draws. And one is going to be a 15-in-1 soft chew multivitamin for your dog. And the other one, where is it? Oh, here it is Play No Pause Advanced Hip and Joint Supplement. It's called Actiflex. So I'm going to be showing these off on our half-acre homestead and doing a video, and then they're going to be giveaways. And guess what? Play No Pause is not sending me the stuff to send to you. They are going to direct ship to you guys, whoever wins. So there's the next, inside look. I'm going to cheat with a TV dinner. No dishes. Well, there you go. Now, do you want to see what I came home to today? Whoops. Oh, don't get caught on there. No. Okay. why would there be a tag stuck to the wig? Ooh, not sure about this. Might need to be fluffed up a bit. There's that one. Uh-oh. I don't like these hooks. I'll have to play with this one. It might be for a smaller head. I don't know. No, I don't think so. Anyway, I'll play with it. Try again, Joe. You'll eventually get the hang of it. Oof. I am still waiting for my lipstick, lip liner. Still haven't ordered rouge. My wig stands and my wig brush, all that stuff. Now, these are synthetic wigs, so, oh man, I can't wait to show you this one. And more often than not, I'm finding sales online, you know, buy one, get the second one free. I never pay over $15, I think, for any one wig. Yeah. Let's try this one on. Oh my gosh. Am I still here? Hey, amazing. I was walking in the woods today and came across wild raspberries and baby corn and gooseberries. Got green tops that some had grown. Oh my gosh. Really? Okay. Now, let's try this. I'll tuck you up back. So tomorrow I'm picking beans and kale. Okay, I want to try and just give me a second here, folks. Sorry, guys, there's another tag. And I'm blind because I haven't got my glasses on. Oh my gosh. And okay, there's this mesh thing. You did it, Joe. Good job. Okay, I need my glasses. Where am I? Oh my gosh. Okay. Alrighty. You got to come out there. Alrighty. And you need to go up there. Wow. That's really long. That's really long. Woof, woof, woof. Okay. Not good for the headache right now, though. It's not posting correctly. Oh, well, what you need to do, Joe Mama, is go to the Facebook post and then click on the post itself and post that link, not the link of where you got it, but the link, the original link. What do you think? I'm not fond of not being with, I'm not fond of not having bangs, but we'll see. We'll see. Oof. Hang on. Fluffiness on the ceiling, clouds of loveliness. Well, wait till, because I've been talking to Howie and he's going to help me carrying stuff mostly with my studio. Oh, shh. Why would they put cardboard with staples? Now, my studio is going to be downstairs. That's where any live streams that may contain, okay, wow, hang on. That's where any live streams and patron live streams where I'm reading cards in Glamour will be. And I didn't obviously get any racing videos because I thought, foolishly, that I had the whole weekend to get videos. So, come on. I think I have the name for the character that will wear that wig. Thinking on one for that one too. All right, so, oh, let's put our stocking caps in there too. Eyelashes. I only have one more wig coming and only one more color to order. See, I could do it with the braids as long as the braids don't get too big. What happens? Love the, is that blue? Utter chaos? Oh, love the color. Oh, okay. So, there probably won't be many racing videos. And if there is going to be any racing whatsoever, I will obviously go. But I thought I had more time. I was exhausted on Friday because I didn't sleep most of Thursday night. Thank you, Heather Bouchard. How are you? So the studio place is going to be where the green screen's going to be and where I will be in character, one character or another, once a month. Life with the Wolfie folks will probably see the live stream. If it's the public live stream, they'll see the makeup video or the getting into character video after the live stream. Does that make sense? And so and of course, any kind of new stuff. I'm really tired, guys. I'm really tired, but oh God, I wanted to be here with you guys today. You do lift me up so much. There's no characters from any other reference other than what's up here. Like, I'm waiting on one more wig, a pink one. And it's not cotton candy pink, and it's not hot pink. It's somewhere in between, almost a bubblegum pink. There you go. So, oh my goodness. Tomorrow I'm going to be, for our Half Acre Homestead fans, I'm going to be chopping and dehydrating a bunch of kale. Hey, Kelstorm, I just got to tell you, I had a hilarious day yesterday trying to get my mobility scooter up a steep hill and down again with my legs stuck out, jiggling about, shouting, poop, poop. I see it. My scooter's, my little scooter's batteries are dead. Howie's going to try putting them on a direct trickle charge. But if he can't get them, I've told him, well, it wasn't manipulative, but I kept seeing golf carts all weekend, right? And I'm like, I'm, manifesting stuff in my life. And it doesn't necessarily mean greedy stuff, but it's like, I'm looking at golf carts because I really need my scooter, or at least my walking sticks, which I left at home. And just ordered another case. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Batteries are expensive. Right. So I said to Howie, I said, how much are golf carts? Right. And he goes, well, we don't have anywhere to, haul it. I said, I could follow behind in the truck and drive the golf cart off the back of the truck. Because if I follow behind the coach in the truck, I'm not allowed to park the truck where the race car and the coach is. I have to park it on the other side. And that's a really long walk. It's like half a kilometer, for me to go from the truck all the way down through the lanes back over to where we are on the driver's side of the lanes. Hey, under pressure. Maybe a side part. Well, the thing is that with the black and blue wig, is it comes in the part. If I want a side part, it's got to be, I got to like kind of cant the wig, right? So I'll be thinking. I've got ideas. I know I need 2 replacement batteries. So Howie's like, oh shit, she wants a golf cart. I better get her batteries for her scooter. Right? Wasn't manipulative on my part, but you want to hear something? We were having this conversation, and he said we would need a bigger trailer, right? And a friend walked up and says, yeah, like mine. And I went, how much? Because apparently he can pull 2 things on this trailer. And he goes, well, I'm not, it's not for sale. And I said, are you racing anytime soon? And he went, because his health he can no longer race. And he went, He says, well, Howie said, look, if you decide to sell it, let me know and we'll work something out. And then Carol came over and I said, hi, how you doing? And I said, we need golf carts. And she said, I have one, but it's acting up. She said, I'm just going to get pissed off and buy a new one. And Howie went, if you decide to sell the other one, let me know. It was like, boom, boom. Within 15 minutes of us having that conversation, the universe was putting stuff in our path. Isn't that wild? Angela, hello, my darling. Beth Miller, Autumn Gypsy. How's it going? And Andrew, hi, darling. So, Angie, did you see my wigs? You'll have to come back and watch the live because I just put them away. How's it going? So anyway, yeah, I had a shower and I put my braids in and I got my winter comfy dress on. This is like it goes all the way down, halfway down to my ankles. And it's not, well, it was given to me by a very dear friend, moving on '04, Gloria. And this is my hug dress. If I get a little feeling a little chilled or sucky or not well or anything like that, I have a shower and I get into this and my slippers. And I just love it. Hey, Vincent Pellegrino, how's it going? My fortune cookie says your dreams will become reality. Oh, that's good. The lids also came in 3 days. Don't be afraid to order from this person. Oh, well, good. Awesome. Well, thanks for the heads up, Joe Mama. I have lots of lids. Had to make Nan dinner. Oh, okay. Well, give in Audrey my love, hey? Um, I love a comfy house dress, but this one is usually too heavy for summer. But the sun's coming out, and so I'm hoping tomorrow's going to be a really sunny day, so I can go out and tackle the monstrous bean patches I have. Bev, you can make the wigs part more natural looking by painting a little foundation. Oh, I never thought of that. Hey, Faye, how's it going? That's a good idea. Except that I'm going to, right now, the reason I'm using such inexpensive wigs is because I'm going to experiment, you know? I mean, you guys saw me in the lilac colored wig. You may never see me in that specific wig ever again. There was no way to communicate. My garden died. Oh, honey, what happened? What happened to your garden? Hey, Lisa Martin. It is cold there. Is it cold there today? Kind of cool here in Brooklyn. Well, it's chilly, damp and chilly. And I noticed some maple leaves on our way home were starting to lose the green and going to reddish gold in at the at the very a couple of those small very patches you can see the leaves changing. So it's like I feel like everything is like 3 to 6 weeks early. You know what I mean? How did your garden die, Malka? How did it die? So, oh my God. I woke up this morning. Okay, I love my husband. Never ever think that anything I say, but he's the type of person he will agree with me. When he wants to go, he's ready to go. Doesn't matter if we're going on a trip or coming home for one. When it's time to go, he doesn't, like I rolled over at 8 o'clock this morning and I heard, "You awake?" It's like, no. Why? Well, I want to get going. It's like, oh, give me a minute. But by then I was like, I'm already awake. And then I went to make a cup of tea and the milk was sour. And I was so pissed. So I drank a black tea. First time black Irish breakfast tea. First time I've ever had a black tea, and I don't know if I've ever had a cup of black tea. But I had to have my tea. Garden died from cold and wind. Oh, gotta go, Bev. I'm camping out and gonna watch Fire and Chill. Absolutely. You just be in the moment. But thank you for stopping in. Mwah. I'm afraid of a hard winter after this beast of a summer we're having. Well, we're entering a grand solar minimum, eh? So, I mean, I knew this was coming. I knew that it wasn't, but I was like, I'm listening to all the harrowing stories from all over North America about fires and droughts and flooding rains and all this stuff. And I'm going, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. I mean, I may joke about the job of picking those beans and kale and stuff is going to be tomorrow. But still, I'm grateful for every bean I pull off the vine and put in my pantry for sure. I don't know. This isn't like a scooter and a motorcycle. It's like a handicap scooter, right? I think I would do better with, a golf cart. I would look much cooler. I would paint it purple, Have so much fun and stay warm, Cal. Yes, absolutely. Mwah. So I said to Howie, because we got the nice sunshade out there, but it's really windy because it's on a flat fields all around it, right? And I said, I wonder what the owner would do if I popped up a tent and started reading cards. And he goes, he'd want a cut. I said, yeah, this is too windy here anyway, but hope everyone has a great day. We'll be home next week, Monday or Tuesday, so I'll see you all then. Travel safe, Autumn Gypsy. We miss you. We love you. And we'll see you on Thursday. Um, next week, Monday or Tuesday. All right, we'll see you then. You enjoy your vacation. This is the life right now. Enjoy every moment you can. And I'm not talking about going and drinking a 40-pounder and dancing until you puke. I'm talking about enjoy the moments by the campfire. Enjoy the scenery. Enjoy the scenery as you drive across country, right? Find every reason to see beauty and joy and celebrate life every single day. I've been looking at used scooters myself. It would make things easier for me in the future, and it would help Scott during radiation. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think it might snow this year, hoping, because it hasn't since. Where are you, Rosie? Where are you? Is that in Washington or because I had a cousin for a while. She lived in Surrey, BC, which is near the island. Like it's on the mainland, but it's and she said we don't get snow here. We didn't get, the first thing she did when she came to visit that Christmas to visit her mom, and they came up to visit us, is she fell right into a snowbank. I said, what are you doing? She said, we don't have snow in Surrey, right? So it's been a blast. We've driven over 3,300 miles. It's nice to be in one place. I bet. I mean, it takes me days just to get accustomed to living in the coach, right? And I still think my dresser idea, my long, low dresser idea, instead of that table, besides, I want that table for my studio, right? Hey, Barb, how's it going, sweetheart? Shalimar Perfume. Hi, Bev. Crazy weather here. Wind picked up and power snapped off for 30 seconds. Storm coming. Well, we've already had ours. Well, we had rain. Joe Mama, check with the doctor. Maybe they can get him one through his insurance. Well, that would be good too, eh? California, 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 coming home. I'm gonna see the folks I dig. I'll even kiss a sunset pig. California, coming home. Thank you, Joni. My sister-in-law lives there. Beautiful, but no snow typically. I'll tell you something. We got, when we went to Arizona that one year, we drove, and I swear the snow followed us because, remember me telling you about the roads of Oklahoma where there was like 108 vehicles in the ditch and like 8 of them were tractor trailers because nobody out there actually knows how to drive in a snowstorm. There's me going 50 miles an hour, right? And they just, the roads were abysmal because they just scraped some of the snow off, but they didn't scrape it right down to the pavement. And then threw salt at it. So there's like this frozen, pitted surface. And I've got snow tires on. I'm Canadian, right? I'm from Quebec, right? So I'm like, get out of my way. We were driving. And we, Mom and Briar counted 108 in the ditches. And there was me and an 18-wheeler from Michigan driving. Like, oh my gosh. Beautiful 75 here. Day here, 75 and sunny, partly cloudy. Perfect weather. Absolutely. Yeah, the last storm flooded the back alley and halfway up my backyard. Wow. So, but then we went, okay, once we got to our mobile home in Arizona, It was Boxing Day. So we went out, shopping the sales of this Christmas stuff that was down to like, 70% off and stuff. And Howie said, the only way I'm going to let you spend money on Christmas stuff here is if it's for here and we are here for Christmas next year, which we did. But at that point, so we had a neighbor in the mobile home park, and Briar was 15 at the time. And there was twice we went down with Mom and Briar. Once we flew all the way to Las Vegas just to stay in Las Vegas, I'm pretty sure. And then once, I can't remember. We've been there's been like 5 trips to Vegas between Arizona and Vegas in my brain, and a couple from home, right? So when we got to Arizona, and I said, yeah, I'm going to buy some Christmas stuff, right? So I did. But when I walked into Big Lots, there was a flurry, like snow flurries, right? Like it wasn't anything. It was like something you might see here in September. It's like, whoa, flurries, right? But I walked into the store going, you cannot blame this on me being Canadian. I did not bring this with me, because everywhere we went, people were accusing us of bringing the weather, right? And everyone went, what? I said, the snow. And they turned around and they saw the flurries, and there was like this guy taking his kids, look, snow. And I'm like, come to Canada. But then we went to Las Vegas, and I think this was the time we went down for Christmas. Not sure. But when we went to Las Vegas, it was freezing. There was snow. It was like snow flurries and cold. You had to wear a coat. And I stopped telling people where I was from. What everyone else would call a beautiful snow miracle. Absolutely. But I got to see it like through their eyes. Like, yeah, I'm offhand with, yeah, come to Canada or come to Quebec. But I mean, to see a father showing his children the snowflakes in an otherwise dingy old gray parking lot. It was lovely. It was. Thank you for reminding me that. I did bring it to them. Well, don't be telling too many people that, because I do want to go to South eventually, right? So that's what I'm talking about, seizing the moments to share light and love and joy. It's really, really important. It's really important, right? Like somebody recently called my wigs and makeup a distraction from life. And it came from a very close person to me. And I went, it wasn't Howard. Trust me, it wasn't Howard. But I realized that was all it would be to them. But to me, it's spreading laughter, light, love, and joy. So what if I'm wearing, so you know why I'm spreading it? Because I'm not putting it on for everybody else. I'm putting it on for me. And I'm loving the child. I'm loving bringing back the little girl that's been stuffed away for so long. And if that makes other people smile, then that's awesome, isn't it? Who cares? If like one woman said, if I come on here and I'm spreading love, light, and joy, and your reaction is, F you or whatever, oh, you're such a fraud. If that's your reaction, I'm not talking to my peeps here, but if that's your reaction, then you got to look at how dark your life is right now, right? If you can't see simple joy in simple things, right? They're a distraction. It's sad but true for some poor souls. Yeah, I get it, girl. Shine bright. Shine on harvest moon. Well, thank you, Vintage Beauty. Hey, Vintage Beauty, are you in Wakefield, Quebec? Because there's a boutique that sells vintage stuff and does hair. And it just makes me think of her every time I see that. Jill V! Well, and the thing is like it all comes back to we've worked really, really hard, and we're still working really hard. But the truth is, we got to learn how to play, because if I guarantee the more joy you have in life, the better your life will be, and the longer it'll go, and the healthier you'll be. You know why? Because illness or disease is dis-ease manifesting itself out through your pain. And yeah, I'm still in pain. But guess what? I don't have to gripe about it for the most part, right? For the most part, I can smile through it, and I can dance through it, and I can, you know, make somebody else smile maybe. Angie Mack, we're also getting the smoke haze here too, hoping that God will open the garden hose and let it rain. Rain, damn it! Washington is burning. We need a good clearing out. He will, Rosie. He loves you and me and Mrs. V and all of us. He'll help. Or he'll make sure people know how to help themselves if they listen. Right? Everything is going to happen exactly the way it is supposed to. That may kick us in the ass sometimes, but it is what it is, right? Right. Just don't let anybody get you. Don't bring me down. Whoa, 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 whoa. And I was totally on the minor key there. So, I mean, we had smoke in our air. I thought it was the fog, volcanic fog, but no, got with the wind, so maybe some effects from fires too. Yeah, well, this is why the feminine energies have to rise. This is why we have to start channeling our light and our love and our intention, because more than anything, feminine spirit is tied to earth, because earth is our mother, right? Earth is our mother. I mean, there is the source of all, but earth is our mother, right? We were born here. We are part of the ecosystem. And because of the way things have been allowed to be run for thousands of years, the earth is fighting very hard not to scrape us off like a scab, right? She's counting on us. She's counting on, and I'm not just talking women, I'm talking about, she's counting on everybody who has the call to spread this light, spread the love, be more kind, not just to each other, but to the planet, right? Hey, Angel! Made it to say hello. Hugs and love to all. Well, that's wonderful, darling. It's good to see you. It really is. So, I mean, that's kind of my message today, right? Find a reason to celebrate anything. You know what I'm celebrating today? That I'm wearing red and that I'm here with you, right? I mean, I was literally like editing the next chapter in Anne's House of Dreams, and I've got a headache, but just knowing I was going to be here with you guys perked me right up. So it's like, you know what? I will take that as a reason to celebrate, right? A great bevism. I'm not the only one. Listen, there's no such thing as an original thought or an original comment or an original phrase. Nothing is original. We are just repeating patterns from the past and thoughts from the past, maybe in different languages. I mean, this isn't our first kick at the can as humanity. Okay, so this isn't our first kick at the can as as humanity on the planet goes to speak. Yes. So I mean, the the whole point is to take maybe what's not an original thought and make it your own, right? It is what it is can be simply another quote from Alcoholics Anonymous that says, acceptance is the key to my serenity. It is what it is. They're basically the same words, just said differently. There really is nothing original. No original paintings, no original movies, no original. It's just the same storylines readapted for a new thought. But there really are no new thoughts, right? We learn it and reiterate it. So that's why I'm saying it's really, really important that you use your words carefully. Use your words carefully. Remember me saying music used to be the first form of prayer, right? Then words entered the music because we didn't always talk, right? And there was drums and cave drawings and stuff, but the truth is, there's a reason why anything in social media or television is called programming. There's a reason why it is called spelling when you put words together. Recipes, it was the Word who helped the Father create us. No. How could we be if it wasn't the Word that helped the Father create us. It was the Father who helped man create the Word after he bastardized the shit out of it. I'm sorry if I got a little tense there because it seemed totally backwards to me. All right? The Word of God, okay, is between you and God. The moment it gets written down, it becomes fallible because man is fallible. Only God is the perfect human. Only God, or the All-Father or Source or Creator of all, that's the only perfect being. They created everything, including the aliens. Oh, I don't feel well. Got that from the Bible. It is what it is. Heather, Jesus had one message. That love guide everything in our hearts and in our daily lives. That let love be our guide. Now, he died to bring that message, but he never wanted to be worshipped. Thanks, Joe Mama. I just got here. Hi, Audrey. I've been getting 10 boxes of Curran Ball at the time at Mate. Oh, wow. Hey, Heather, it's no worries. I'm not arguing. But he flooded me with, I understood one thing, that he loved me, died for me. Now, it still took me 30 years to figure out that he was not talking about religion. He wasn't talking at all. He died to bring the message of love. It's that simple. Anything else is hearsay. And isn't hearsay and heresy kind of just scrambled up from the same word? Listening to the Hi, Marnie Ann. Listening to the conversations with God, cool conversations with God. Always get something each time I listen or read. I have read the Bible. You're talking to a person who bounced from church to church to church from 5 years old, getting my brother's out searching the streets for me because my mom sent me to the store and I decided to go listen to gospel music in the church on Pape Avenue. That's me, right? And going, and going through my life looking for a religion to fit me. That's not how it works. The direct connection with the God of everything, or God, Father of everything, or Creator of everything, and his Son, Christ, who he sent here to teach us the message that we weren't doing things right. We needed to love. Love had to guide our actions. Now, that's my words. And I'll never write those down. Do you know why? Because they're fallible, because they're mine. So I don't subscribe to religion. Do I know Christ? You bet your butt I do. But I also know Creator. And I also know Mother Earth. So you put any label you want, but please keep an open mind. Really. Because the Bible was written by men. And just saying. It's been the patriarchal structures of our lives for millennia, for thousands of years, have brought us to where we are right now. It's time for the matriarchal hearts and souls to rise and fix the mess. And I'm not talking men and women. I'm talking about, matriarchal and patriarchal systems, right? Ways you wisely seek 5 things, observe with care of to whom you speak, of whom you speak, and how and when and where. Yeah, exactly. God means everything to me. So I don't know, if you're not going to read what I say, then I can't comfort you in letting you know what I understand. Disappointed. I thought you'd take the time to hear. Well, Heather, darling, there are 56 people presently in this chat. And if I stop to read every single comment, I would never speak, right? You would just sit here watching me read. Now, and that's all I've seen. And you might want to know that if you type more than 200 characters in lowercase font, it will boot. It won't allow you to post anything more than 200 characters. And if it's in all caps, it will, it's only 100. So be really careful. I'm glad that God means everything to you. That's your relationship with God. I don't need comfort from your relationship with God. I am comforted that you have a relationship with the God of your understanding. I'm not putting your relationship down. I'm just telling you why that can't be my relationship, because I have one. And it's a relationship. It is not a religion. It is not a cult. It is a personal relationship. And it's mine. I get that your focus, and your focus is where? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I just thought you were saying that I didn't understand or wasn't listening to you. It's really hard to read all the comments. It really is. And, I'm not going to disagree or agree with you. Like I said, your relationship with the God of your understanding is personal and it's yours. So is mine. I just happen to not care who hears about it. That's all. Hey, I'm cleaning my makeup brushes. Try different cleaners. Dawn dish soap works the best. My white brushes are white again. Oh, well, there you go. Did you add some vinegar to that, Marnie Ann? I have the Harvest ASA backup. Well, that's what Joe Mama was just saying. Somebody on Facebook Marketplace was selling for like 67 cents a box. What's sad, Seashell? I stopped at the tamale people yesterday, but they were out of my cheese and jalapeno. Oh. Cleaning my makeup brushes. Well, I mean, I know that when I was little, sometimes mom would put a vinegar rinse in my hair, right? And if your brushes are hair or natural fibers, then maybe a vinegar rinse would just make sure that they're going to be nice and fluffy and squeaky clean. I don't know. And when I say vinegar rinse, I don't mean straight vinegar. I mean, like a quart of vinegar or a quart of water or a pint of water with like an ounce of vinegar in it just to rinse them. That might help. Today is pasta day, so I'll hit up the tamales tomorrow. Oh, it's pasta day here too, sweetheart. I came home and just went in the crock pot. Well, first I threw in a frozen tube of hamburger and a little bit of water and let the hamburger cook. And then I threw in mushrooms and my last jar of homemade spaghetti sauce. Man, it made it through the winter. A jar of store-bought spaghetti sauce, because when it went on sale for 99 cents, I bought a case. And some mushrooms. I'm out of onions. Howie's going to have to go shopping. I'm going to be making him a Costco list for Wednesday, which is payday. Apricot habanero jam tonight. Ooh. Oh, that sounds like something I would probably never can. We're not spicy people. Oh, by the way, did I tell you my banana peppers are hot? I made the mistake when I was doing the stir fry with my leftover rice. I was doing a stir fry with my instant rice, and I went out to the garden and I got some beans and I got a small zucchini, but I'll tell you something, I made the mistake of going, well, that one is more yellow than any one I've ever picked. So I went like that and went, whoo, hot, hot, hot. 11 Cornish pasties in the oven. This is the smallest batch I've ever made. Now, Vicky, I know you've probably sent me, did you send me, hang on a second. Somebody reminded me that they sent me a recipe for green bean casserole. It's the first one in the bloody book. Because I said, oh, send me the recipe. And they said, you have it, Bev. I sent it to you at Christmas. Look at this. I've still got recipes that have to be glued into this book. But I bet you holiday biscotti, dog treats, eggnog bundt cake. Ooh. Pfeffernuss German cookies, chocolate chip cookies, easy peanut butter fudge, learning to bake shortbread squares, peanut butter snowballs. You see, I'm going to make some of these recipes this year on our half-acre homestead. Okay. So if it's, hang on then. Some of these are handwritten. Hamburger, peas, and potatoes. Lemon pocket. Pumpkin oats, streusel, spritz cookies, pecans. What is it we're looking for again, Vicky? What are we looking for? Pimento cheese, eggnog fudge, crock pot candy, potato chip cookies, clouds at sunrise, turtle chocolate bark, Sue's candy, stained glass Yule log, pistachio dessert, ginger cookies, walnut cutouts, ginger snaps, no-bake double-layer pumpkin pie. Thanksgiving's coming up in a couple of months. White Christmas bar mix, cinnamon snacks. Now, I haven't got them all in. So it's probably in this pile, Vicky. It's probably in this pile. So when I have this book put together, I may make a Connected Hearts Recipes Cookbook. I just don't know how I'm going to do it. It won't be this book, but this would be like the cover. And then, we could share them. You know what I mean? Beans, Bev. We're getting sidetracked. Cornish pasties. Okay. Okay, Cornish pasties. Show the mix-in one showing the pasties not cooked. Okay, well, I'll have to go through it. I ate Cornish game hens in the Navy. I thought it was small chickens. Cornish pasties are a pastry that is stuffed with meat and potatoes and usually rutabaga, isn't it? Isn't it, Vicky? And then they're folded over like because it's a round, and they're folded over, and then they're. Wonder if I could make those with homemade puff pastry. Honey, you want to put a pot of water on for noodles, or are you just about done? You'd like what? I thought you were napping. I didn't bother you. I didn't ring your phone for hours thinking, oh, he's got a headache. I bet he's gone out to the coach because he knew I was going to do a live stream. Betcha he's gone out to the coach to have a nap. No, he pulled the engine out of his car. Have you been taking pictures? Have you made a video? Have you made a video? I would like you to make a video explaining, showing what you're doing and explaining what happened this weekend. Okay? All right. I'll do that later. Thank you, darling. If I didn't, I see how little I know still. Things, but they're a game hen. They're like, they're like baby. Never mind. I don't want to talk about it. So, okay, yeah. So what you do is you make that you crimp those pastries, right? Do you put gravy in them, honey, or is it just meat and onions and potatoes and rutabagas? Right? Or do you add gravy to that, or do you make like a stew and then put it on the inside? Hey, everybody's saying they're going to look forward to that video. All right, he said. No gravy. Right. Howie said if anybody wants to sponsor a race car, he's open to bids. But what would that entail, dear? What? Sponsorship? Yeah. Endorsing their product, their business, and they give me money. Hey! I should get Plano Paws to send me a sticker or something. Well, don't you have to actually win a race first before you seek sponsorship? Well, I went 4 rounds Friday night. And you showed really good 4 rounds Friday night, and you showed really good sense packing the car away. And then the fact of the matter is you sell them. Can you hear him? YouTube, you sell them Facebook, you sell them where their products are going to be seen. Oh, okay. That's what sponsorship's all about. It's about being seen. Sherry. It's not about necessarily winning races. It's about being seen and the product or business being advertised. It's kind of what you do. It's advertising, right? Right. And but I'm your biggest, Mom and I are your biggest, I'm your biggest sponsor. Well, you and Mom, yeah. And Mickey. And I still don't want to sell sponsorship for you till you win something. Paul's Auto Body. Paul's Auto Body. It has to do with being in Cornwall, Ontario. It's about being seen at as many races as possible to a wider range of viewers. Okay. Well, I feel really bad that I didn't film on Friday, and that was the only film I would have got. Water's on, don't burn it. How much water? How big of a pot? Big pot, half a pot. It's got black handles or silver? Black. Okay, that's the good pot. Is it 3/4 full? Yes. Okay, thank you, darling. Yes. Supper will be ready in 20 minutes. It has salt in it. Are you going to have a shower? I'm in the shower right now. I mean, good. Awesome. Help paying for Right. I've never had Cornish game hens before. Would love to try them. Do you roast them like chickens? I wouldn't know. I've never had them either. Have Mr. Wolfie sit down and do a video on sponsorship. I think most of the time it's like car parts and stuff, right? If somebody wants their, depending on how big of a gift they have, they could give. Now, this is my take on sponsorship. If someone says, say Stink Pot Auto Parts wants to buy some advertising space on the car, they can spend a certain amount of money, and Howie will put, depending on how much money they offer, a sticker on the car. If they offer a big amount, then I'll do a commercial. This video is brought to you by, I don't want to, but I mean, I could, right? It can be fuel or parts for advertising. Hi, Janet. How are you? I'm doing better. I've still got a headache, and I'm going to get off here soon because I'm making supper for Papa. We're having spaghetti, and he's going to have a shower, and then we're going to sit down and do what we didn't do this weekend. We're going to watch TV. We didn't watch any TV. It was just like Friday night. I was in bed at 8:30 because I was not well. And hey, did you hear about the Prime Minister of I think it's the Philippines? He basically went on the news and said, if you don't get vaccinated and you leave your house, I'll have the police escort you back to your house until you decide to get vaccinated. And if you still don't want to get vaccinated, you can die for all I care. Holy crap, eh? We should start with their local gas station, but they don't sell the type of gas, the super gas that Howie likes. Well, yeah, that's what's going to happen. So, who wants to help me close? And I'm sorry, but I apologize if I misread anything that you said, Heather. I apologize if I misunderstood any of that. I wasn't tearing anybody else's faith down. I'm not tearing nothing down. I'm here I'm here to help lift people up, right? And I'm glad you have a faith, right? It's just not mine. Mine is mine. Yours is yours, right? Isn't Cuomo in New York doing the same thing? I have no idea. But I know that I don't want to talk about it anymore, right? Until somebody comes in my house, points a gun to my head and says, you have to take it, then I will take my chances. I sent you an updated email. Okay, Joe. Anyway, for all those who care to, please help me close with a spiritual push, a prayer to a prayer to the God of your understanding, a prayer to the God of my understanding. Everybody connect with their own source of faith. All right. And those who don't want to stay do not have to. This is not mandatory. Nobody's going to judge you if you leave. We'll just say now, take care. God bless. And okay, thank you, Vicki, because I'd like to make some, right? Like I'm going to be cutting up, like grinding pork and stuff like that. But if I can take some pork and some goat meat aside and put it in a pasty, then, those would be really good. So, all right. We've given everybody who doesn't want to share time to leave. Take care, Jean. Mwah. Take care, Jeanette. Mwah. They're calling it all Greek letters and saying the variant is like chicken pox. I don't know anything about it. I know that we've got about 16 more months of nonsense. And I'm not saying that vaccines are nonsense, and I am not saying that the pandemic is nonsense. I'm saying that all the crap that's come along with it. There's going to be about 15 more months of that before everything's going to settle down and everybody's going to take a deep breath and we're going to reset. Okay? Okay, Gene. All right. All right. Let's take a nice deep breath. Hey, Source, creator of all, source of my spark. How's it going, God? Thank you, God, for, the fact that I felt ill, that Howie whacked his head with the trunk lid and almost broke his nose, and the car breaking down, not only with the transmission, but something else in the engine. All these things did not stress us out. It was what it was. It is what it is. And we thank you for that, God. That is that's such a relief, But God, there's a lot of people out here that are having a hard time, friends and family members are getting sick and dying. People are battling, illnesses and fatigue and financial problems and hate and all these negative things that are happening to everyone we know and love in one form or another, and many people we don't know and love and wish we did. So God, we're just going to lift all these people up to you and let the sunshine of your love fill their hearts and their souls and their minds with peace and joy and love, if only for a moment, but longer if they know how to hang on to it. Now, God, we're going to link hearts and link hands, and we're going to spread out into a big, beautiful circle, and we are a connected circuit. And we ask, God, that you fill us with the light of your love. Fill us so bright that we can't contain it, and we become making a circle, and it starts to rotate. The light begins to rotate, and as it rotates, it builds an energy because we are fueling it with our love in our hearts. And boom, when we can't contain it anymore, we push that light out to the world. Because we know for every good thing, light, bit of joy, laughter, there is something slinking off into the darkness. But we want to put that dome over the folks that need the shelter and over the rest of us that just want to maintain the light. It's all about everybody understanding their job. Right, God? So we thank you for your divine bits of wisdom, for your love, your light, and your healing energy. Please keep us fueled, God. Keep us fueled. Amen. Shalom. Namaste. Merry meet, merry part, blessed be. Peace be with you. And if nothing else, find a reason to celebrate anything. Anything that's worth smiling over is a celebration for the soul. Take care. God bless. We'll see you guys Thursday.